The investigation into how a Cleveland man died back in 1980 will now be revisited after his identity was finally uncovered and 19 investigators started asking questions. It took decades to match a John Doe found in Cleveland to Danny Mitchell, who went missing just blocks away. Investigator Sarah Goldenberg found his family is asking how and why he died in this week's Seeking Justice.
"20-year-old Danny Mitchell was Robert Lee Ross's uncle, just a few years older than him.
He was always going to church, always singing. He was a fun guy. He was fun. He was fun. He looked out for us, you know, he protected us.
Until the day Danny couldn't do that anymore. April 2nd, 1980, his family reported him missing.
You know, he was there. He was there, and I wish he was still here.
The last time Robert saw Danny, he was 17 years old. Now he's 63.
So for 45 years, we've been wondering, is he still alive? Is he dead, you know?
Danny's sister, Betty Borden, says he went out celebrating that night with a relative.
Noah came home, always came home, and I knew something happened to him.
But they wouldn't find him for more than 40 years. Danny Mitchell disappeared near East 63rd Street and Euclid Avenue, where houses used to line a Midtown Cleveland side street. A month later, in May of 1980, a man's skeletal remains were found not far away on East 65th Street. He remained a John Doe for decades. Until this spring, when the Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's Office and Ohio BCI announced they made a match. This John Doe was Danny Mitchell. Investigators tested preserved evidence and used DNA technology and genealogy to finally give him his name back. And while Danny's family is thankful for the answers they have now, they want to know how this could have happened back then.
Why didn't you put two and two together? You got a black man that's missing. And you find a black man unidentified. Why couldn't you put two and two together and at least investigate it to see if this is the man that we're looking for?
During the press conference in April, medical examiner Dr. Thomas Gilson said there was no cause of death and the manner was undetermined in this case. We asked if anything found at the scene looked like foul play.
Knowing who somebody is can really jumpstart an investigation, so I think that this is worth going back and taking another look at. But right now, there wasn't any obvious foul play that was described in the autopsy report.
We got a hold of the autopsy report that shows employees of a demolition company found Danny's body, his name unknown at the time, with, quote, its head wrapped in an old blue blanket that had a piece of electrical cord tied around it. Another page in the report notes homicide notified. We went back and asked the medical examiner's office why Mitchell's death wasn't ruled a homicide and learned the ruling on Danny's cause and manner of death was from the coroner back in 1980. And now, after finding his ID and 19 investigators asking questions, their office is taking another look. They told us, quote, we will revisit the original investigation and incorporate the recent identification and any additional information. When the investigation is completed, this may allow us to amend the coroner's first ruling. After all of this time, Danny's family wants more answers.
He's sung the choir, and you're gonna say it was no foul play? Something ain't right here.
Their t-shirts read, "Rest in peace," something they're still waiting to find for Danny.
Miss him so much. Want me to know.
Danny Mitchell's family is still seeking justice. Do you know something that can bring them the answers they've been waiting for decades? We'll let you know what the medical examiner's office finds when their new investigation is completed. Sarah Goldenberg, 19 News.
And we asked Cleveland police if the medical examiner changes the cause of death in Danny Mitchell's case or the manner of death is changed to homicide, if they will reopen this case. We're still waiting to hear back. You can call Cleveland police with any information at 216-623-5466. 1061.
Now you're